It's important to know that acute pain and chronic pain are completely different animals. And oftentimes, most people, heck, even most clinicians and doctors overlook this entirely. And it's important that we know the difference because how we go about treating them is entirely different. Stay tuned and I'll walk you through that in short. So let's start out with acute pain. Acute basically means it just happened, okay? So think of it as the classic, I bent over, deadlifting in the gym, ow, hurt my back. I'm out jogging, pull my hamstring. You have an abrupt onset of pain, and it doesn't necessarily have to come with an injury. It can just be, I woke up funny and now my neck is stiff and hurting. But your pain is confined to a time period that's relatively soon and that you've been dealing with it for a short period of time. Most experts would agree from about 0 days to 6 weeks. In that time frame, we're really just trying to calm the body down, reduce inflammation, and then change whatever the irritant is. So if it's bending over and lifting, maybe we take a short break, or we modify your training program and then come back to it. And for most people, that gets you out of your problem and you're on your merry way. Now, if you're someone dealing with a chronic problem, say you had a surgery go poorly, or maybe you were mismanaged in the beginning, or there's things that are out of your control, or you have systemic things going on like rheumatoid arthritis or autoimmune, or whatever the reason is, chronic pain is a little bit of a different beast. What's really important to know here is that oftentimes the inflammatory components of this, outside of maybe autoimmune, have all been pretty much regulated and managed for the most part. We leave the damaged world and we start going into how do we best reintegrate this person into their routines and whatever is important to them. So it could be going to the gym, it could be going for a walk with your dog, but whatever that thing is that's important to you, we've got to get clever and come up with ways to bring you back to it. And that doesn't always look like ice, and that doesn't always look like rest, where maybe in acute pain, we'd manage it that way. So if you're someone that feels like, man, I'm kind of stuck, and I haven't really been improving with the traditional methods, it very well could be that you have a chronic situation going on and we have to kind of change how we go about viewing it and get a little more creative with how we treat you. If you've got questions, comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about that. If you'd like to hear more about this, I'm always available. You can send me a direct message or even an email and we can kind of figure out maybe where you are on that continuum.